Dogs sometimes display behaviors that can leave us scratching our heads, like licking our feet, dragging our rears on the ground, or stretching when they see us. In this video, I'll explain the reasons behind these peculiar habits. Why do dogs scratch the ground after doing their business? You might think your dog is trying to bury their poop, but the real reason is quite different. Dogs are incredibly territorial animals, and they use their sense of smell to communicate. Scratching the ground after going to the bathroom is their way of leaving a scent mark. How does this work? Dogs have scent glands in the pads of their paws, so when they scratch, they spread their scent around the area. This behavior isn't just for marking territory, it's something both male and female dogs do. It's like leaving a little business card for other dogs containing details about their age, health, and even stress levels. Scratching also leaves a visible mark on the ground, acting like a signpost that says, "I was here." Some experts even think this behavior feels good to dogs or helps them assert their presence when other dogs are nearby. Now let's move on to another behavior you've probably seen before. Why do dogs chase their tails? Watching your dog spin in circles chasing their tail can be hilarious, but it's important to understand what's really going on. For puppies, tail chasing is often just playful curiosity. They see their tail as a fun moving toy. But if an adult dog does this frequently, it could be a sign of boredom or anxiety. A dog with too little activity might start chasing their tail to pass the time. The solution? More walks, engaging playtime, and social interactions with other dogs. On the flip side, tail chasing could also indicate stress. In intense or monotonous environments, some dogs develop compulsive habits like this to cope. Creating a calm, enriching environment that keeps your dog feeling safe and entertained can reduce stress and prevent compulsive behaviors like tail chasing. Why do dogs get the zoom eyes? If you've ever seen your dog sprinting wildly around the house, you've witnessed the phenomenon we call zoom eyes. Technically known as frenetic random activity periods, zoom eyes are completely normal and happen to dogs of all ages, from puppies to seniors. According to the American Kennel Club, there are many reasons behind zoom eyes. Sometimes they're a way to release tension after stressful events like a bath or a vet visit. Other times, they're an expression of pure joy, like seeing you after a long day or being let out to play after being confined. Zoom eyes can also be a way for dogs to burn off pent-up energy. If your dog gets the zoom eyes often, make sure they have a safe space to run around without knocking things over or hurting themselves. Why do dogs jump on people when greeting them? While it can be overwhelming, a dog jumping up to greet you is actually a big display of love and excitement. When they see you, they want to express their joy in the most enthusiastic way possible. Jumping up is their way of trying to get closer to your face, which is a natural level for interaction in their world. Licking your face, for instance, is a behavior they learned as puppies when they would lick their mother to ask for food. Now it's a sign of affection toward you. But there's more to it. They're also sniffing you to gather information about your day. Jumping helps them get closer to your scent. While this greeting can be endearing, it can also become problematic, especially with larger dogs. To curb this behavior, try ignoring them until they calm down, then reward them with attention. With consistency and patience, they'll learn to greet you in a more relaxed manner. Why do dogs eat poop? Seeing your dog eat poop can be both shocking and gross, but it's more common than you might think. First, don't panic or scold them harshly. This behavior, called coprophagia, has several explanations. For puppies, it's often something they pick up from their mother. Mother dogs clean up their puppy area by eating their waste so that the pups may mimic this behavior. It can also be an attempt to keep their space clean, especially when they're still learning house training. For adult dogs, the reasons can vary. Sometimes they do it to grab your attention, while other times, it's a response to boredom or stress. The key is understanding why your dog is doing it and addressing the root cause. If needed, consult your vet for guidance and remember never to punish your dog for this behavior. They're not doing it to upset you. Why do dogs sleep on their backs? When your dog sleeps belly up, it's not just adorable, it's deeply meaningful. This position, which exposes their belly and throat, shows they feel incredibly safe and secure in their environment. In the wild, these are some of the most vulnerable areas on a dog's body, so if your dog sleeps like this, it's a huge compliment. They trust you completely. This posture also helps keep them cool on hot days. Dogs don't sweat like we do, so exposing their less furry areas like their belly helps them stay comfortable. So the next time you see your dog snoozing on their back, take it as the ultimate sign that they feel loved, protected, and right at home. Why do dogs bask in the sun? Many dogs love lying in the sun. While they don't synthesize vitamin D the same way humans do, they have their own good reasons for soaking up the rays. For starters, dogs have a body temperature a couple of degrees higher than ours, so sunbathing helps them reach that cozy thermal comfort zone. But it's not just about feeling warm. Sunbathing actually has several health benefits for dogs. First, the sun's heat helps dilate blood vessels, improving circulation. It can also provide relief for conditions like arthritis by soothing aches and pains. On top of that, exposure to sunlight boosts melatonin production, which can lead to better sleep quality for your furry friend. However, there are risks involved and it's essential to be cautious. If your dog spends too much time in the sun, look out for signs of overheating. Excessive panting, disorientation, or a noticeable drop in energy levels are all red flags that your pup needs a break in the shade and some fresh water. In more severe cases like heat stroke, your dog might pant constantly and stick their tongue out far more than usual. If you notice these symptoms, act fast. Get them to a cool spot and seek veterinary care immediately. It's no joke. Now let's talk about something a bit more curious: your feet. Why do dogs lick people's feet? This behavior might seem strange or even gross to us, but for dogs, it's completely natural. When your dog licks your feet, they're activating their Jacobson's organ, a special structure located in their palate. This allows them to smell and taste simultaneously. By licking your feet, they're gathering all kinds of information about where you've been and how you're feeling, thanks to pheromones and other scents trapped in your skin. But there's more. Sometimes your dog is simply looking for attention or enjoying the salty taste of your sweat. Licking is also a form of communication for dogs. It's often a sign of affection or their way of strengthening their bond with you. However, if the licking becomes excessive, it might signal anxiety or a behavioral issue. In that case, consulting a professional is a good idea. Enjoying the video? Join the fan club by subscribing and hitting like. It's a free way to make sure you never miss our next one. Why do dogs sometimes nip your hands when you pet them? Has this ever happened to you? While it might seem alarming, it's actually a pretty common behavior for puppies. Nibbling can be part of playful exploration. However, if an adult dog nips at your hand during petting, it could mean something else entirely. It might indicate that your dog isn't in the right mood for physical contact at that moment. They could be overly excited, feeling some discomfort, or simply not wanting to be touched. In some cases, dogs nip when they feel threatened or startled, especially if they're not fully awake or have had negative experiences in the past. The key here is to learn how to read your dog's body language and offer affection only when they seem calm and receptive. If the behavior persists, it's a good idea to consult a vet or a professional trainer. They can help identify any underlying issues and provide guidance tailored to your dog's needs. Pay close attention to when and where the nipping occurs. These details can help a professional find the best solution for both you and your dog. Now let's move on to something a bit more puzzling. Why do dogs bark at nothing? It might seem like your dog is barking in thin air, but there are several logical explanations for this behavior. Remember, dogs experience the world in ways that are completely different from us. For example, their sharp hearing allows them to pick up sounds we can't, like the squeak of a mouse or a distant noise that's out of our range. Their vision in low light is also much better than ours, so they might detect subtle movements in the dark that we're completely oblivious to. Let's not forget their extraordinary sense of smell. Dogs can pick up faint scents or pheromones lingering in the air even hours after someone or something has passed by. It's also worth noting that some dogs learn that barking gets your attention. If this is the case, your dog might be barking as a way of communicating with you or simply trying to get noticed. So, when your dog seems to be barking at nothing, they're likely responding to stimuli that are imperceptible to you. It's not because they're seeing ghosts, it's just their natural way of reacting to the environment around them. Why does your dog follow you everywhere? If your dog can't stand being away from you, even following you into the bathroom, you've got what's called a Velcro dog. These dogs are nicknamed for their constant desire to stick close to their owner. This behavior is actually pretty common and comes down to a few key factors. First, dogs are pack animals. They see you as their leader, so following you is a natural instinct. Second, dogs quickly learn that being near you often leads to rewards like petting, playtime, or even treats, reinforcing their clingy behavior. For rescue dogs, past experiences of abandonment or loneliness may make them extra attached to you, making them seek comfort and security in your presence. While this behavior might seem adorable, it's important to ensure it doesn't turn into excessive dependence. If it does, it could lead to separation anxiety, which can negatively impact both your dog and you. Why do dogs eat dirt? While eating dirt might look like simple curiosity, it's often linked to a condition called pica, where dogs consume non-food items. There are various reasons for this behavior, including boredom, nutritional imbalances, poor quality food, stomach discomfort, or even medical conditions like anemia. Dr. Lori S. Koger emphasizes that if your dog frequently eats dirt in large amounts, it's crucial to visit the vet. This behavior could signal underlying gastrointestinal or general health issues. Eating dirt also comes with risks, such as ingesting pesticides or developing intestinal blockages that might require surgery. To prevent this behavior, ensure your dog gets enough exercise and mental stimulation. Also, please consult your vet to confirm that your dog's diet is balanced and meets all their nutritional needs. Why does your dog sit with their back to you? Contrary to what you might think, this doesn't mean your dog is ignoring you or doesn't want to be close. Experts suggest this behavior is actually a sign of trust and comfort. As pack animals, dogs evolved to protect their group. Sitting with their back to you allows your dog to keep an eye on their surroundings while ensuring you're safe. This position also helps them stay ready to react to any potential threats quickly. Additionally, in the canine world, avoiding direct eye contact can be a sign of respect. By sitting this way, your dog is showing they consider you their leader. Why do dogs scoot their butts on the floor? Seeing your dog drag their rear across the floor might look odd or even funny, but it's something you should take seriously. This behavior often points to issues with their anal glands. If these glands become irritated or inflamed, they can cause your dog discomfort or pain. Scooting is their way of trying to relieve the irritation. Other causes for this behavior can include general irritation, allergies, parasites, or even abnormal cell growth. If you notice your dog scooting frequently, chewing or licking their rear, or emitting a strong odor, it's time to consult your vet. Addressing these issues early can significantly improve your dog's comfort and quality of life. Why does your dog stretch when they see you? When your dog stretches as soon as they see you, especially after you've been gone, it's not just a routine stretch. It's their way of expressing happiness and gearing up for the fun and activities they anticipate sharing with you. By stretching, your dog is not only warming up their muscles but also releasing built-up tension and emotionally preparing for action. It's like they're saying, "I'm ready for some fun." Sometimes this stretch includes what's called a play bow, where they lower their front paws while keeping their rear end in the air. This playful gesture invites you to join in and play with them. Did you find this video interesting? If so, I recommend checking out this other video on your screen. In it, tap the image to watch and learn more. I'm pretty sure your dog loves you, but it never hurts to double check.